When I first started out in the work world, I was in public relations and marketing, and I had a mentor who said to me one day, "Valerie, if you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life." And I was young. I didn't really understand what he was saying in that moment, but it was intriguing to me. And I thought, what does that mean? And what would that look like? And he said, if you're doing work you love, it's not work. And you put your passion into it. And so it's like work is play every single day. I mean, you're working hard, but it's doing something that lines up with your strengths, your gifts, your talents, and your passion. So if you've ever thought about, how do I turn my passion into profit? I've got 5 questions to ask you. Now, it might be that your passion is something you want to turn into a new career. Perhaps it's a promotion you want within the company where you already work. Or maybe you have really dreamed about launching a business around your passion. Whatever the case, 5 questions. So, number 1, what difference are you passionate about making in the lives of others? What difference are you passionate about making in the lives of others? Passion has to revolve around purpose. And if there is something that you're passionate about in terms of helping other people, impacting other people, that's your purpose. Your purpose describes how others' lives are better because they cross paths with you. So getting clear about that is important. Now notice, I didn't simply say, what are you passionate about? Because that's a different question. This question is, what difference are you passionate about making in others' lives? That's what turns passion into purpose. It's not just about you. It's about the difference you make in the world and the way that it's better because you're here. So, number 2, have you mastered your craft? Have you mastered your craft? Whatever you're good at, I mean, all of us have a talent for something. But you want to really hone your talent, gain the skills, the training, the education around the thing that you really want to do. Because if you're passionate about it, don't you want to be the best you possibly can be at doing what it is you're passionate about doing? So have you mastered your craft means, are there new ways of doing this? Are there people I admire who do this really well and I can learn from them? Don't just be passionate about the thing, be passionate about being your best at whatever that thing happens to be. Number 3, are you passion-driven or profit-driven? Passion-driven or profit-driven? So when you're passionate about what you do, you give 110%. Sometimes people confuse the two. I think profit is phenomenal. But if you're profit-driven, you don't always put passion into it. You don't always do things with excellence because your focus is, what am I getting out of this? As opposed to, what will others get as a result of me living out my passion? So when you're passion driven, the profit comes because you are pouring your heart, your soul into what you're doing, and the excellence pays off. The excellence actually produces the profit. It makes you more creative, makes you more innovative, and ultimately that's what people are after, whether it's in the workplace or in your own business. Here's number 4. Do you know how to make money? Do you know how to make money? Lots of people have talents and passions, but no business sense. So it's really important, if your goal is to increase your income, to start studying, what do I need to do in order to do that? If there are insecurities you have around asking for more or leading in some way, managing a business or your career, then be honest about that. Because it's not enough to have a passion. You also have to understand, how do I make money from this passion? Do I know how to do it? And if I don't, where could I learn? And then lastly, are you willing to take a leap of faith? Most people talk about their passion, unfortunately, for a lifetime and never take that leap. You live one time. This is not a dress rehearsal. Go for the thing you really want to be doing. Doesn't mean you take the leap tomorrow. Maybe you need a 6-month, lead period to prepare. Maybe it's 6 years. Whatever the case, if you start doing what you need to do now, your future self will thank you for taking the steps today that lead you in the kind of life tomorrow where you can say, I'm doing what I love, and I never have to work a day in my life because of it, because the work I do is play for me. If you want life strategies, just visit me at my blog. It's valerieburton.com/blog. I'll talk to you next time.